Hi, and welcome to First Blush Dating Agency, where we do everything to find the right match for you. How can I help you today? Okay, great. Have you ever done this before? Oh no, that's fine. I just ask you about your experience with matchmaking if you had. Would you like me to tell you how we operate? All right, so the first step in finding your perfect match is writing down your general info. That's things like your name, your age, or your height. After that, we are going to go through a list of 25 questions. Everyone in our database has to answer these. You can always answer more, of course. Additional answers make it easier to match you with a potential partner. Just let me know if that's something of interest for you, and I will tell you a few categories you can choose from. We would have you fill those forms out at home and send them back to us once you're done. Oh, no, you wouldn't have to give an answer to every single additional question. You can choose which ones you would like to answer, and you can always answer more at a later date. Don't worry. The next step would be a small photo shoot, so we can add professional photos to your profile. Photos are very important, as they're the first thing someone looking at your profile sees. And you can't redo a first impression, so it's important for you to look your best. We would ask you to bring a few outfits, like 2 to 4 clothes you feel comfortable in, outfits one would see you in when meeting you outside, and an outfit you would wear to a date. There will also be a few appointments with our head psychologist. They're going to go through your dating history with you and talk to you about what may have gone wrong in the past. So we can work on those things before you meet a new potential partner. After that, we will go through our database and look for matches. The system gives us a compatibility rate. You get to tell us what rate you want to at least have to consider meeting someone. It's always give or take 5%. So if you said you want at least, and let's say 80% match, you would also get 75% matches, unless you say that anything under 80 is a hard no. We will then show your profile to the people you matched with and show you those profiles too. You mark those with yes, maybe, and no. A no from one of the parties obviously doesn't lead to anything. A maybe means we will talk to the party or parties once the other one has made the decision and ask them if they're willing to meet. A yes from both parties leads to us setting up a date that's best suitable for the both of you. The first date will be here at our headquarters, as it's nice and neutral. We have a few settings to choose from, so you could meet for dinner, drinks, or even just casual talking over tea or coffee. Don't worry, there will be enough time to go through dating etiquette, what to wear, and other things beforehand. We're not throwing you out there without giving you some tips and tricks. After your first date, you will be asked if you want to meet the other person again. If any of you say no, there will be feedback on what went wrong and could be or would have to be improved. If both of you say yes to the second date, we will give you each other's contact info so you can stay connected and plan your next adventure together. If you need any help in figuring out what to do, where to go, or have any other questions, we're always only one call away. Please let us know if you've changed your mind, found someone outside of our database, or entered a relationship with one of the matches we found for you. You can decide whether you want us to keep your profile but deactivate it for a certain amount of time, or until you tell us to reactivate it. And of course, we can always delete all the data we have about you if that's what you prefer. Would you like to set up your profile and answer a few questions now? Great. Let's start with the basics. So, what's your name? And how do you spell that? Okay. Next, what do you identify as, or what's your gender? Okay. And when's your birthday? Okay. How tall are you? Okay. And how would you describe your body type? Okay. All right. And what's your hair color? Okay. And your eye color? All right. And what's your ethnicity? Okay, got it. And your religion? Okay. All right. Got that. And next is, what's your sexual orientation? All right. Okay. And what languages do you speak? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, all right. Okay. Do you smoke? Okay. Do you drink? Okay. And do you take any drugs? All right. What about kids? Do you have or want any? Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Thank you. Do you have any pets? Mm-hmm. And are you a cat or a dog person? Okay. Yeah, me too. Next is, do you have a job? Okay. Now onto the 25 questions every single person in our database has to answer that help us find the perfect match for you. So the first one is, what is your idea of good night out? Theater or opera visit, romantic dinner for two, karaoke at the local pub, drinks and clubbing, or watching a football game. Okay. Which of these would be your ideal holiday? Activity based, like skiing or things like that. Luxury hotel in New York. Exploring the Far East. Lying on the beach in the sun. Or a cottage in the country. Okay. All right. How would you describe your character? Are you shy and reserved? Expressive, open, and chatty? Humorous, but hiding feelings? Or uncomplicated and easygoing? All right. Number 4. What are the most important characteristics in a partner? Good looks and style? Loyal, kind, and trustworthy? Sense of fun, love of life? Dynamic and successful? Or passionate and adventurous? Okay. How important is it for you to make physical contact when showing affection for someone? Very important. Somewhat important, or not important at all? Okay. And if you happen to find a phone number in a partner's pocket, what would you do? Would you call the number to see whose it is? Openly ask what or who the number is for? Nothing. I would trust my partner. Or nothing. My partner's privacy should be respected. Okay. What kind of fidelity, so being faithful, is more important for you? Physical, mental, and emotional? Neither is important, or both are equally important? Okay. So imagine your significant other's ex is coming into town, and he or she wants to go out to dinner with them alone. How do you react? Sure, no problem. Not thrilled, but go ahead. Or definitely no. Mhm. Yeah, understandable. Number 9. How do you feel about falling in love? I love it and want it very much. I try to avoid it. I like to just let it happen. Or I'm indifferent, not sure. Okay. Do you Google someone before a first date? Yes, knowledge is power, or no? Well, I'll spoil the mystery. Okay. How much affection can you tolerate? Infinite? Most of it? A little bit? Or get off me? All right. Is it a requirement that you communicate with your significant other daily in some way? Yes, no matter what? Yes, unless otherwise specified. No, it's not necessary. Or no, I would prefer to communicate daily. Not to communicate daily, of course. Sorry. Okay. So, which of these options most closely describes what you're looking for in your next relationship? Someone to come home to, someone to go out with, or someone for tonight? Okay. Do you like to cuddle? Yes, no, or sometimes. It depends. Yep, me too. Thank you. So, if you had to name your greatest motivation in life thus far, what would it be? Love, wealth, expression, or knowledge? Okay, great. How do you feel about kids? Kids are precious. They love me and I love them. They're okay, but keep the unruly ones at bay. God, how revolting. Or I'm indifferent. Okay. All right. So, if you were to die, would whoever goes through your personal belongings be shocked by what they find? Yes, no, or maybe a little bit. Okay, yes, that would be my answer too. How often are you open with your feelings? Always, usually, rarely, or never? Okay, okay. Do you keep a budget of your finances? Yes, no, or sometimes? Okay. All right. How often do you keep your promises? My word is my bond. No exceptions. How often do you keep your promises? My word is my bond. No exceptions. Whenever possible. Usually, or when convenient. Okay. Do you space out or daydream a lot? All the time? Never? Or sometimes? Okay. Do you enjoy finding out what makes things work the way they do? I'm an information sponge. Sometimes, or as long as it works. Who cares why? Okay. you don't do anything at all for an entire day, how does that make you feel? Good or bad? Okay, all right. And which of these is likely to make you more nervous? A promising first date or an important interview? All right. And the last one. What's your quest? To find true love? To find happiness? To find your fortune? Or to find the grail? All right. So that's it. We're done. Do you feel confident with the answers you've given, or do you want to change something? All right. Great. Well, as I mentioned in the beginning, we are now going to enter answers into our database and find suitable matches for you once your profile is finished. Please give us about a week after that's done, and we will contact you to make an appointment once the list with your matches is ready. Do you have any other questions? Okay. Please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any further questions or if there's anything we can help you with. It was so nice to meet you today, and don't forget to set up your first appointment with our psychologist.